Hello everybody, we are going to be talking about the mortgage forbearance program. As you remember, the CARES Act. Now, this program already ended, but check this out. I think there's long-term implications of, this program for the overall economy. Why? Because this program allowed people not to pay their mortgage, right? During the coronavirus pandemic. And the banks basically want their money back. And you know what? It's not like the economy boomed for a lot of people, right? There are people in the economy that have made great money during the pandemic, but I think the overall majority of people probably most likely they did not, right? So what is happening? The banks basically want their money. And why is this important to us? Is basically because this could be a driver that can really start hurting the banks. It could hurt homeowners if the prices of homes start going down and the debt becomes way too much for a lot of these people. They might have to walk away from their houses. Now look, if for people who took advantage of the full length of the program, which was almost 2 years, I think, or a little bit less, but basically they stopped paying their mortgage, but the banks still want their money back, right? So they gave different ways to pay the money back. And now obviously here are the 5 ways. So the first one obviously is the best one. They want the full repayment, which is a one-time lump sum payment. Now that's basically impossible. That's not going to happen. People don't have that type of money. Imagine if you took, if you didn't pay your mortgage for months and months and months, and now what? You got to write the bank a check for $30,000-$40,000. No, people don't have that type of money. Okay, so the banks could pretty much forget about number 1. Now you have make intermittent payments. So basically you could pay the amount that you owe over 3 to 12 months. Well, again, that sounds crazy to me. They don't have that type of money, especially right now with inflation. What's going to happen here is that they might make one payment. Again, if they didn't pay for months and months and months, that's a lot of money they owe. To stretch it out even over 12 months seems kind of ridiculous because, for some people, basically be paying like an extra $3,000-$4,000 a month. And I just don't see that as, people that took advantage of this program, obviously, they had problems financially. Now to think that they're going to be able to pay all that money all at once, in 3 to 12 months, forget about it. I just don't see it. Now, they could lengthen your loan term. Now, this makes a little bit more sense. You could say, okay, I didn't pay for 2 years, so now attach it to the end of the loan, right? The banks clearly don't want this because you're changing up the contract for them. Remember, banks like to take your loan, package it up in a mortgage-backed security and send it off to the stock market, right? That's what they want to do. So by, lengthening the loan terms, it kind of makes it a little bit funky, right? And it's not the most optimum, but you know what? For some people, that might work. I don't see that. This is not the worst part. It's like, hey, you didn't pay for 12 months. You didn't pay for or longer than that. Tack it on to the end, right? On a 30-year mortgage, okay, so now it's going to be 31 years. Whatever, right? So it doesn't seem like that bad. Now here we have this one. Check this out. Payment deferral. This option lets you pay off the missed amount when your home is sold or refinanced or at the end of the loan term. So basically, they're going to say, hey, you owe us, let's just say for easy math, $50,000 of back payments. Well, when you sell that house, we're going to take our $50,000 back, right? Now, this kind of sucks for the bank, obviously, because now they got to wait for the future to get that money back. And, most likely they'll put like a lien on the house or whatever, however the bank wants to do it. But at the end of the day, the bank doesn't like that because now it has to chase that money, for till you sell the house, right? And who knows what could happen then. And then number 5, which is, pursue a loan modification. Basically, rewrite the program. Give me a better, going back to the bank and saying, hey, I owe you, like I said, $50,000. And now, why don't we just rework the deal? Give me a lower interest rate. Who gets hurt right here? Well, at the end of the day, who gets hurt right here is usually the government, right? The government has to come in and tell the banks, hey, look, you got all these people asking for loan mods. The banks can't really handle that type of stress. So they're going to push it back on the government. If they push it back on the government, if there is enough of these out there where the banks can't do it on their own and they need that extra help, and they push this back on the government is going to have to print money. Now, guess what, everybody? The reason we're have high, inflation is because the government printed money. So it's becoming a huge problem, right? The best thing for me, I think it's the middle. Number 3, it's lengthen your loan term, right? It's going to take you another year. But again, this could be a huge catalyst for like during the whole housing crash. I mean, if people can't pay basically, their mortgage, you can't, or they couldn't pay their mortgage, you can't really expect them to, pay it all at once for all those missed payments. Now, look, how many people took advantage of this program? 1.5 million Americans. Now that is insane. Okay, that is insane. So what is going to happen? How is this going to affect the banks? I think it's going to be pretty tough. I think this is one of those stories that are coming out about basically the coronavirus pandemic and how it's going to affect our lives for the future. Remember, when the economy crashes, it's not just like one sector. It's like everything starts happening all at once, and overall everything starts kind of crumbling. So this could be just one of those fingers, of the things that are breaking down right now. Hopefully, everything works out for the best. But remember, right now we're at the top of the bubble and we're starting to see huge cracks, and we're starting to see it pop. Now, is it going to happen overnight? I don't think so. But things are starting to look pretty tough in my view. So we're just going to have to hold on. Now, I want to just say, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos, supporting my videos, and liking my videos, leaving comments. It really means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to my channel and you like what I have to say and you like my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.